So we had these tons of takes of him going, dum, that's the only funny things I can think about. Hey, another tall girl. I like tall girls, I just married one.
My question...
You dropped that. That was all very cool until you dropped it. What is it? Why aren't you wearing it? No. That's better. Go on.
Okay.
What the hell did you come at?
Cat steal.
Cat steal?
Cat steal.
Okay, go on.
What was the most...
Was the what? Wait. Seriously? The questions. That's the answer.
What?
That's the answer to your question. The question. Okay, cool, thanks. Next question. See who she's been texting.
What is the craziest moment you ever...
You really shouldn't have this stuff on your phone. Photos. Yeah, that yet.
My favorite part of this is that she thinks it's a bit and that you're kidding.
A lot of guys on this phone.
I don't like it.
Oh. What are you guys doing here?
Nothing. Chilling. Rob's texting people.
Alright, I gotta say something. Boring as hell, what I gotta say. Give a minute or two, no? Maybe?
Oh.
So you came on early?
No, well, it's a ramp. We're just like a panel of fans.
Is this a thing?
Here we go.
Is this a thing?
Yeah. That's how I dressed today.
Did you ever watch Doctor Who?
Huh? That would be like this.
You know when you have like the bow tie where it's open and undone?
Yeah.
That's what that's supposed to be. That's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Not a clip-on.
I don't know if you know this, but Rob not only plays in the band, he also caters the event. And we were screwed up earlier today.
Right, I gotta say something. Look, there's a lot of you here that are new, there's a lot of you are not. I think, you know, I'm rather in awe of what it is that happens here. People ask why we do these things. Those of you who are new to coming here, it's a strange environment. It's very brave of you to come, I appreciate it. The word fan is derived from the word fanatic. I hate it, I think it's a dreadful term. It implies that being a fan of something is somehow derisory or less than or worthy of some sort of ridicule. And for many, many years, being a fan of something probably was. As I've said many times, I don't tend to trust people who aren't fans of something. So, I hate the word. I like the fact that we've co-opted the words SBN family. We use the word family to mean what the word fan used to mean. But it's just a habit, and I use the word fan, and I mean fan in the truly loving sense. And what blows my mind is this. This is a very harsh and difficult world, especially right now. There's a lot of things happening. And I don't think any of us are really immune to what goes on in life anymore. I don't think any of us are immune to the difficulties and dangers of this planet. And I see a lot of amazing things happen as a result of what we do here. It seems to be that you guys are able to come together in groups and do the most wonderful and marvelous things, some of which are in our name, some of which are in spite of us, which is even funny. But in truth, I watch that and I'm totally in awe of it. I'm in awe of my fellow actors and friends here who selflessly give so much and do so many wonderful things for charities and causes. I mean, I make fun of Misha all the time, but he's an extraordinary man as far as what he puts out there. And I love, conversely, what you guys do in return, what you put out. We make television by ourselves. We go off and we sit on a set with 150 of our closest friends and tell each other how clever we are. You know, it's an amazing experience. We trust each other enough to try to make the best things we can. Richard here has had the benefit of directing us and being another part of what it is that we do. And you know that it is an incredibly strange thing to do, to make a television show without an audience. And you don't get to share that like you do with live theatre or live music, the way we play, right? You get this instant reaction from the audience. The truth of it is this: when we come to gigs like this and do this, this is what we get back. And this is when we get that live audience, organic connection back. And I have traveled all over the world pursuing that, and I love every second of it. I know that my friends do too. It is the most humbling and wonderful experience. I love you all, as much fun as I make of you, as difficult as this could be. You guys are amazing. You're the bravest, loveliest people. Keep doing what you do. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you. All my love. See you soon.
I don't know how you could follow up that, except for to say simply this: Misha Collins.
Your introductions have gotten more and more long-winded.
I could go on and on.
It used to be this long, rambling thing. I would go over my resume, where I went to high school and then college, the awards I won, and now it's a man who's completely given up.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, you should know this about this. I should announce to everybody, this is the last convention I'm using proper nouns. So,
oh really?
It will now be simply pronouns when I introduce
It's just him, her,
yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
That other guy.
Them.
So soak it up now, mister. Enjoy hearing your name with the microphone one final time.
Now, I was saying that earlier, like his opening monologue in the morning just kills. I mean, it's amazing, right? He puts it all out there.
Yeah.
Literally, he's got nothing left the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So it gets a very honestly, it's like, and Jaws are jump. Like he's halfway off stage.
You're an ass.
Is there a specific
He
moment?
made fun of my bow tie.
Is there a specific moment in the convention circuit that you point to and say, that was when I gave up?
Friday lunch.
Friday?
Right before we started. That's, how dare you? I assume that you are so beloved by the peoples that for me to say anything would just get in the way of your ego. And your pomposity.
Actually, you might have a point there.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of which, get off my stage.
Misha Collins.
What? We haven't even met yet. That you're really skipping several critical steps in the formulation of a relationship. Hi. Hello. Yay! I'm a little more nervous than I usually am. I have several of my friends in the audience today. To disguise their identities, they wore hoodies, which they texted me about, and I apparently was also supposed to wear a hoodie, so I screwed up the uniform and everything. So if I seem a little bit stilted today and nervous, it's because of the people in the hoodies who may be loan sharks. I like that idea. Yeah, actually, my loan sharks showed up to the con today. They're like, "Hey up, we're gonna come ruin your show." What is that I see in the back of the room? I'm having a hard time seeing. There's a crowd. That is fucked up. What kind of a creepy cult is this? Supernatural fandom. What? Oh, the best cult, great. Do you guys have any questions or comments that you want to make? We have this sort of traditional. How many people here have not done this before? And have you experienced any rigorous hazing so far from the upperclassmen? Yeah. Yes, tonight? Is that happens tonight? Yes. Anyway, so if you haven't done it before, there's going to be a tremendous amount of nudity later on this evening. So I hope everyone has been tanning, because it's going to get pretty wild. But we're not doing that right now. Right now, we're going to be answering questions from people. Is this a ghost microphone? There's nobody on this side? Great. So this has been a fantastic conversation so far. And you, madam or sir?
Madam.
Hi, madam.
Hi, I'm Kayla, and what I want to know is, what's your favorite part about being on Supernatural?
My favorite part about being on Supernatural, so I don't know if have you ever been on a film set in general?
No.
There's free food constantly. There's always free food. What? Don't know what those people's priorities. I remember the first big production that I was on was Girl Interrupted. It was a movie, and I got into the lunch tent, and I was like, oh my God! They had shrimp, they had steak, it was amazing. And I got on the phone to my wife, then girlfriend, and I was like, it's a 2.5-hour drive, you should come. Because this is amazing. This is Valhalla. We have arrived. And I still more or less feel that way about the experience. So that's my favorite, my very, very topmost favorite thing. And then second to that, and I don't want to get sentimental, but I think my second favorite thing is when Jared tickles my balls on set. Thank you. Thank you for your charity. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great, thanks. My name's Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin. It's very nice to meet you. I like how you laughed at that. Like, that's hilarious. He said, Caitlin, back to me. I say something and then he responds. It's so weird. Do you do a lot of these conventions?
This is actually my first Supernatural convention. I've been to Comic-Con before, so I've been able to see you run around the convention and take a picture.
How does this compare so far?
This is great. Oh my God, everyone is so fantastic and nice and everything.
Yeah, except for those creeps in the hoods. What is up with those people?
I don't know.
Oh, scary. So
I've been able to participate in some of your random acts things, like scavenger hunt, and I just want to know, like, what inspired you to start a scavenger hunt? Because I mean, it's kind of random, but super fantastic. I'm so glad I was able to participate in it. But what encouraged, like,
what made me
do the scavenger hunt?
What caused that life mistake on my part? I painted myself into a corner, more or less.
Okay.
Yeah. I promised. I got a call from Warner Brothers at, I think it was about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and the cutoff was midnight for the People's Choice Award voting. And Holly and Warner Brothers was like, listen, you can push it on social media because we're close, but we're not winning. And I said, sure. And then I posted on social media that Warner Brothers had promised me a live rhinoceros if we win the People's Choice Award. And if we win, I will share the spoils with the fans. And then we did win. And then I was like, fuck, what do I do now? And so I said, send a self-addressed stamped plastic lined envelope to my P.O. box. and to redeem your portion of the rhino, which I thought was a good idea because it's going to take at least 10 days for everybody's envelopes to get in. It buys me a little bit more time to figure out what I'm going to do. In the meantime, I called the LA Zoo and I said, would it be possible to get some rhino shit? This is true, 100%. They said, and this is just like, this makes me sick that institutions like this exist. They said no. What are they going to do with the rhino shit? Like, and are they getting we're inundated with requests for rhino shit? It's ridiculous. They wouldn't let me have it. So I said, could I come, I don't know, shave a rhino, get some hair? Is there any part of a rhino that I could get? No. And they were really uncooperative. God, it still makes me mad when I talk about it. So I put them together. I got puzzles of rhinos, and then broke them up. And on the back of the puzzles, I wrote team names. And so that was the team that you were assigned to for a scavenger hunt, and I mailed those back. And it was literally just, I painted myself in the corner, and I didn't know what to do. And the LA Zoo, had the LA Zoo given me rhino shit, there would not be a scavenger hunt. I never realized that before, but it's true. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I'm Lily.
Hi,
I just want to
Lily.
say you're a true inspiration and really, really, you're amazing. And what accents can you do? Because I've heard some
What can I do?
accents.
Oh, I don't do
Because I've heard some.
No. Who told you that I do accents?
I've seen videos.
Videos?
Yes.
You know that they edit those videos. Those are all dubbed. That's just me talking in a normal voice and then people dubbing over it. I think that this is actually, so glad you brought this up. This is a good place for me to sit down. I think I might be an actor because I did accents a lot as a young person. And I think I did accents a lot as a young person because I didn't have any friends. But I feel like I'm taking too many degrees down the road here. So I would go into accent, I would go into characters as a high schooler and a college student for protracted periods of time, like months. I pretended to be a Russian foreign exchange student. I would do that all the time. And I would use it to get whatever I wanted. I would go to, for instance, a concert, and I would say,
I was outside tour bus because bathroom very badly, and my group tourism they have ticket. Please, they're very front concert. I haven't monies.
and then they would let me in to the concert. We tried to go into a teen center with some of my friends, and I was 31, and tried to go into this teen center, and they're like, "Sorry guys, we're closed. We're just closing up right now." And I said, "Oh."
I very badly like the American Teen Center. I'm from Moscow. We have no teen center. We have Moscow Youth Center. But this very much with the marching flags and singing communist song. What I really would like to see what American Teen Center so sadly. And they let us in. They let us spend the whole night in there. It was like me and 4 friends, and we were playing air hockey. And well, actually, that didn't work out so well because I ended up having to talk to the guy that ran the teen center about the difference between Russian youth and American youth. The whole time, while everybody else got to play the video games, I was sort of cornered by this guy who was really fascinated to hear about my culture.
And then, yeah, so I did that for a long time, and then I became an Indian. And when people would, no, not Native American, like, no, but when I was in college and someone would ring doorbell, but I would answer, hello, what do you want? And I did it all the time, and I remember one month when I stopped and asked a police officer in New York City for directions in my Indian accent. And you could tell he was like, I don't know what I'm seeing is happening right now. But he just went along with it, because he didn't have a choice. So, anyway, that was a long answer. I apologize.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you.
How are you?
Good. My name's Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi. So if you weren't, like, your profession wasn't an actor, what would you be doing right now?
Probably looking for a job.
Like, what career would you pursue?
What career would I pursue?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. Certainly.
Cooking,
What I would be making cooking videos. I would still be like a moderate, like C-list celebrity. I don't know how I would have gotten that way. Maybe like committing very famous crimes or something. And then I would use that as a platform to make videos with my son about cooking. What career are you pursuing?
Probably being a doctor.
A doctor? Really? How did you choose that?
I'm really into biology, and I have like a lot of family members who are doctors, so I like the profession. So yeah.
Awesome. I just heard a story on the radio this morning about a guy who did the first hand transplant surgery, and it sounded really stressful. I don't know, like, think it over before you really do that, because it sounds like, first of all, a lot of work, and second, I don't know, yeah, I don't want to discourage you at all, but acting is super easy to show off. You dick around, you eat free food, you know, there's nothing that you're going to do that's going to kill anybody, you know. Doctor, it's scary, you can really mess stuff up. I think you should seriously consider becoming an actor instead. They make you stay for like 2 days at a time working. Our union would never let that happen. We're in a much better situation.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Hi.
Hi. This is my first question ever, so bear with me.
The first question you've ever asked in your life?
Yes.
Hi. What did
I sit complacent.
You've known all of the answers until this moment. What is that like? Ladies and gentlemen, the smartest person alive. Just so you know, before you ask this question, people always say there's no such thing as a stupid question, right? That is not true. Okay, go ahead, ask your question. Was that helpful? Have you?
Okay, so I'm asking this for myself and 2 of my Dish List team members who are here.
Okay.
Yeah, they're over there. Collectively, we want to know, because after participating for a few years and doing strange things like having a romantic dinner with a bear.
Did you say mayor or bear?
Bear.
Okay. I didn't remember the mayor item, but okay.
What is something or a couple things that you really, really, really have wanted to have on the scavenger hunt but have had to take off for legal reasons?
There are a lot of different filters that get applied in the list making process. It's amazing to me some of the things that miss in the filtering process. So the first year of Ishwas, one of the items was stand on the peak of a roof, wrapped at night, wrapped in Christmas tree lights. And so the first item submission came in, like the first day of Ishwas happened, and the items started coming in, and I saw a photo of someone standing on the peak of a very steep slate roof, the peak of a 3-story home at night, tied completely up, head to toe, in Christmas tree lights. And I thought, well, that's a miracle that that person is still alive. And there's precisely no chance that someone won't die if we keep this item on the list, so we took it off. When we did the fully decorated Christmas, the Christmas theme actually seems to be a dangerous territory. Fully decorated Christmas tree floating in the air, suspended with helium balloons. That apparently closed a couple of airports. I think it's called K-level thinking. It's where you think about like the steps down the road. Not one of my strong suits. I sort of stop it. That sounds funny, and then go with it. Like dress your grandfather in drag at a playground. Well, on the face of it, sounds like a great idea, right? Who wouldn't want to see that wholesome fun? But if your grandfather dresses up like a whore and puts himself in a really sort of seductive position on a children's slide with 4-year-olds sort of standing slack-jawed at his side, you realize, oh, well, maybe that wasn't such a winning choice. And that happens more, that happens a lot. Like, a lot of times it's like, you know, that could be really, really creepy and sort of on the pedophile scale, kind of gross. Like, oh yeah, I never really thought of it in that light, because I didn't do the multi-level. That's not multi-level. That's, you know that that's not going to be a good idea the minute you hear the idea. So yeah, there's lots of those. This year I was super disappointed. I was trying to give my son some buy-in because, you know, I hope that eventually he chooses to go into the family business. And so I wanted him to come up with an item for the hunt, and he said, a really, really big boat ride in a really big boat on top of an airplane, which sounds to me like a really solid item. And we put it in there, and then there was a lot of people who claimed to be pilots or whatever, who said, you're gonna kill somebody, and then some lawyers called. So lame, right?
I'd be happy to look over the list next year.
Thank you. Are you trying to cheat? Is that what you're doing? You little sneak. You made me answer that whole question just to try to cheat. Okay, I will let you look at the list in advance of the hunt. But only you, and you promise not to tell your teammates. I can trust you, right? Great. How was your first question asking experience?
Fine.
It was fine? Just fine?
I'm a little scared of you.
Are you scared of me? Why the fuck are you scared of me? Oh, it's you. I see that. Sorry about that. Now that I see who you are, I understand why you're scared. We had an experience at the photo op earlier. I'm not going to tell the story. It involved breasts, and she looked like she was genuinely angry. Anyway, water under the bridge. We're all good now.
Hi, Misha. My name's Christina. And this is my first comment. And my friend Jill. I've always wondered that we all know about all the different crap that Jensen and Jared put you through. And I was wondering if at any point, and this is just between us, nobody's going to look them up.
You were wondering about the lawsuits?
No. No. I was wondering.
Oh my God, by the way. Oh, maybe I should talk about that.
No, what?
there's a lawsuit going on that's really crazy. But it's a lawsuit. I probably shouldn't talk about it.
Again, only among friends.
That was like paid multi-level. I realized that I might be messing something up and causing.
My actual question is, if during any of the fight scenes, if you may have accidentally really just drilled Jensen once just to get back on or kick, Jared right in the nuts because.
You know what I have to say? I like your line of thinking.
Yeah.
You're a woman after my own heart.
Well, sure.
We've had multiple off-camera wrestling sessions. No, it's not sexy. It's just like, I know it sounds super sexy, but if you saw it, you would think, oh my God, these are horrible people. They're just stupid animals.
Are we talking Jensen and Jared are the stupid animals, or
All three of us. Yeah, we had one session that left Jensen with like really bad. I guess this sounds. Now it's starting to sound bad. Rutberg.
And that's the question for tomorrow.
I hyperextended elbow that was bad for some time, like 3 or 4 months, and then I believe that was the night that Jared had a cracked rib. So we do have ways, I think very mature ways of expressing our pent-up frustration with one another, like what I just described. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. If anyone has any questions for my friends too, you can ask them any questions if you want. Is it clearly I can see them. It's really stressful having friends at work. Hi, how are you?
Hi again, Misha. So this was my second year doing Gishmas, and I found myself thinking, okay, I'm gonna make this weirder, so I could win, and I didn't. But anyway, has there ever been something that a team has submitted that really just exceeded your expectations of what the item was?
Oh yes, definitely. That happens all the time. There are definitely instances where you can tell that people have completely shut down a business or something for taking a photo of an item, and that's pretty great when that happens. I like seeing, for me, the most gratifying aspect of Gishwas is seeing the strain that it places on the economy. And also the countless military hours that are squandered. There were a lot of people this year. We had one of the items was a helicopter picking up a Humvee, and with some dishes, with stuff written on it. And it's remarkable how many tax dollars went to buying fuel for helicopters to pick up Humvees for the scavenger hunt. It was really, really cool. So yeah, but yes, that happens all the time. Are you fishing for a compliment about one of your items right now?
No, mine were pretty lame, I guess.
No, you could have the most extraordinary item ever and still not win, because the other teams bribe us. Yeah, that's how it works.
So bribes.
Yep.
Okay, next year.
Yep. Large, real scale. Hi.
Hi, Misha.
How are you?
Good. Sorry, I'm nervous.
No, that's okay. I'm nervous too.
2 questions.
Okay. I think you're only allowed one.
Okay. I just wanted to know if you... Stop it!
Are you reading your question right now, or are you making a movie? Or both?
You're going to make me cry.
Sorry.
Okay.
Are you crying?
I'm about to.
Oh, shit. Okay. For those of you who are new here, this happens at every panel. At some point, I push it to make somebody cry. So I'm sorry for making you cry, but brought it on yourself. You shouldn't have gotten up here and asked a question. I should stop being so, all right, I'm going to try to stop being so mean. New Year's resolution for next year, not now. I think you're doing great, by the way.
Are you sure?
Yes, I think you've asked so far one of the best questions of anyone. Really. See, they love you. You should do this professionally. You're killing it. Let's see what her question is before we start giving out free hugs.
I'm part of Team Castile on Twitter, and there's a lot of my teammates that can't be here, but they adore you. And you inspire us every single day. And I was wondering if you could please say hi to them.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Kathy.
Hi, guys. Are we on the phone? Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay. Hi. Okay, since I'm here, we'll do the one. Nice to meet you. I see that I'm on your phone now. It's strange. Do you want to ask that other question you were talking about?
Yes. Also, my daughter has been very inspired by you. Her name's Veronica, and she's here.
Hi, Veronica.
2 years without him.
Oh.
And we just wanted to ask you an inspirational quote.
Yeah, that's... I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Veronica, where are you?
Veronica Pomposo.
She's here somewhere, but she's not going to raise her hand. She's 4'9". Oh, so you're saying I just can't see her? She is raising her hand. She's like, I'm right here. I'm right here. You can't see me.
Veronica, where are you?
That's okay. She doesn't have to come wave her hand.
She's probably jumping up and down, but you can't see.
But I can't see her because... Now she's definitely not going to self-identify.
This is your mother.
You won't be able to see her. She's smaller than a tiny wood elf. I don't have a good inspirational quote for you, but I can say that I think that everybody here is proud of her for having gone 2 years of taking care of herself, and keep it up, Veronica. However small you may be, and wherever you may be. What? Oh, thank you.
For the daily inspiration and all the soccer you do.
So to my ears, I just heard all the fuckery you do. Are you understanding?
Hashtag when we talk about it.
Okay, great, thank you. Hi.
Hi, Misha.
How are you?
I'm okay.
I'm having a rather strange experience right now.
I think we all are. So I'm one of the people with stupid questions. Sorry.
Oh, you have a stupid question?
I do have a stupid
Actually,
question.
I think that'll be a relief. Looking forward to it.
I'm so glad to believe you.
Yeah. Normally, I do that behind the curtain. Not in front of all of these people. But I do appreciate the offer.
Okay, so now that we're over that hurdle.
Great. Just out of curiosity, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay, good. exchange like that, and then someone will be like, you know, she was 12 years old.
I looked at it, I thought, no, I'm 28. I have my ID if you want to see it. But...
Yeah, actually, I'd love to card you right now. Oh, that's a fake. You don't look 28.
Thank you.
You don't look a day over 27.
I tried. My God. So, I gave you something back in January, and now it made me curious, just like where all the fan stuff that you get goes.
Well, the thing that you gave me is right in the center of our mantle. It's right above the heart.
It's gonna say.
It's actually become a part of our morning ritual. So we wake up in the morning, and the kids are still so, I know it's been almost a year, but the kids are so excited. And so every morning, they run downstairs, and they look at the thing that you gave us. And we all, as a group, we prostrate ourselves. And then we've been doing this other super cool thing with the thing that you gave us, which is we now take it with us everywhere we go and take pictures of ourselves doing funny things with the thing that you gave us. And it's actually, I don't want to get emotional, but I feel like it's actually brought our family so much closer together.
I'm so glad.
And it's inspired us to do more charity work for sure, because you know it has that. Well, you know.
I do.
Yeah. It's been a big. I have to say, it's definitely, in some respects, I feel like it's saved our marriage. Also, there's no question about it, and I'm sure you can see how this would come into play. It's steamed up our sex life quite a bit.
I do like to relieve tension. I said that before. So.
Yeah, it's funny. I actually don't know if I would still even be acting if you hadn't given that to me.
I have that effect on people.
The weirdest thing has started happening recently, which is I dream about it all the time. And I just can't get it out of my head. I was driving the other day on a route that I do all the time, is drive to work. And I went right past the exit because I was just picturing it in my mind. I was in almost like this fugue state where it was, in some respects, I feel like it has become a little bit of a problem because it's like, it's kind of taking over our lives. In fact, we've recently started talking to a therapist about it. Some people, well, we've lost a lot of friends because they, obviously not everybody understands it in our relationship to it.
Well, since you love it so much, what was your favorite part?
For me, what's my favorite part of it?
Yes.
The top.
It's a good top.
Anyway, thank you.
That was great.
Cutting it off there, guys, because my phone's about to die.